because you are looking to create your own website or start a business out of it. So if that's the case, I recommend sticking around to the end of this video. But first, let's talk about what is the World Wide Web. Now, you should know that the World Wide Web isn't the internet. The internet is simply the way computers connect to each other and share information, while the World Wide Web is a computer network consisting of a collection of internet sites that offer text, graphics, sound, and animation resources through the hyperlink transfer protocol. So the World Wide Web, where you're likely watching this video right now, is used by millions of people every day for everything like checking the weather, ordering food online, chatting with friends, or raising funds, or sharing news, or starting up a revolution. Now we can use it from our computers, we can use it from our phones, even our cars. It's just there all around us. So the most common use of the internet is actually accessing the World Wide Web. Now I want you to think of the World Wide Web as a bunch of skyscrapers, each of them representing a web server. A web server meaning where your website and your web files are stored online. So when someone starts a website, they are actually renting a room in the skyscraper, filling the room with information and bringing that information in an organized way in order for others to access. So the people who owns these skyscrapers and rent space in them are called web hosts. So one thing you should understand is that a website is actually a collection of web pages. So another aspect of a website is actually the domain name, which without it we would be entirely lost. It is basically your website address, like in real life, I mean your home address. So another aspect of a website is a web page. Now, a web page is a document connected to the World Wide Web, which is viewable by anyone connected to the internet who has a web browser. Another aspect of the World Wide Web is your uniform resource locator, which is the address of your web page on the World Wide Web. Now, this contains our protocol, our World Wide Web, our domain name, our extension, and our pages or directory. Now, for you to have a domain name, you will need to buy it from a web host, which you can buy by actually visiting www.webdesigncartel.com/host, and you will arrive at the web host page where you can purchase your own unique domain name. Alright, so normally to build a website from scratch, you will need to have knowledge about coding and scripting languages such as HTML, which will allow you to create content on your website. Then you will need to have knowledge about CSS, which will enable you to put things in place on your website like the colors and the backgrounds. Then you will need to have knowledge about PHP, which will enable your website to communicate with your database. Also, you need to have knowledge about JavaScript and Ajax if you want to have more things on your website. So using WordPress, all of those things are not necessary for you to learn.